Most women think about sex differently than you think. Here's the truth. Women think about sex constantly. It's just processed emotionally, not logically. It's instinctual, subconscious, and they don't even realize when they're signaling it. The catch: these signals aren't what you think. They don't look like flirtation. They look like confusion, irritation, testing, or even disinterest. But high-value men know how to read between those lines, because underneath her polished surface is a primal reward-seeking engine looking for one thing: emotional dominance. 1. She challenges your opinion early. This isn't debate, it's subconscious filtering. A confident man who doesn't flinch under pressure activates her instinct to submit. When she pushes back on your beliefs, she's testing your frame. If you react emotionally, you fail. Stay calm, hold your line. The moment you remain unshaken, she shifts from resistance to curiosity. Strength without aggression triggers her trust instinct. 2. She gives short, cold responses, but doesn't leave. This is emotional displacement. She's not uninterested, she's overstimulated. When a woman is unsure how to interpret her own arousal, she distances with blunt behavior. Most men chase harder here and blow it. The real move: mirror her calm, let her discomfort rise. If you remain centered, she starts chasing clarity, and that clarity becomes desire. 3. She keeps mentioning her independence. This isn't about freedom, it's about reassurance. When a woman overstates her independence, she's often posturing for self-protection. She's probing to see if you'll compete or collapse. Don't get pulled into proving anything. Instead, recognize it for what it is: a veiled invitation to dominate the frame. Say less, lead more. Her defenses will shift into openness. 4. She talks about past relationships with unusual detail. You're not just hearing her history, you're watching her reveal emotional leverage points. The way she speaks about exes reveals what hurt her, what excited her, and what she still needs resolution for. Use this, not to imitate, but to understand the emotional currency she values. Decode the patterns, then become the upgrade. 5. She forgets to respond, then suddenly reappears. That delay? It's not forgetfulness. It's a behavioral loop tied to reward-seeking psychology. She's rebalancing the tension to see if you'll react. If you show neediness, game over. If you respond without attachment, you reframe yourself as scarce, not abandoned. Scarcity triggers pursuit. Stay emotionally unavailable without being cold. That contrast builds obsession. 6. She asks you indirect hypothetical questions. What would you do if, or, do you think it's weird when? These aren't casual questions. They're emotional calibration tools. She's testing for congruence between your values and your spine. Don't answer to impress. Answer from principle, unapologetically. When she senses internal congruence, attraction hardens into respect. And respect is the gateway to surrender. 7. She gets competitive with other women around you. Watch for subtle status maneuvers. Interruptions, body blocking, dismissive comments. When she does this, it's not about the other women. It's about anchoring your attention. Evolutionary psychology calls this mate guarding. If she starts asserting social position around you, you've already activated her sexual hierarchy instincts. Keep your attention balanced, but don't ignore it. Recognize it as submission cloaked in strategy. 8. She criticizes something trivial about you. A dig at your shirt, your laugh, or your playlist. These aren't insults, they're probes. Women use minor criticism to test emotional resilience. If you defend or apologize, it signals weakness. But if you absorb it and stay unaffected, or even flip it into a tease, you instantly reposition yourself as dominant. Emotionally bulletproof men are irresistible. 9. She exaggerates her emotional state. When a woman amplifies her emotions, good or bad, she's trying to provoke a response. It's less about the content, more about the control. If you react intensely, she owns the frame. If you stay calm, you hold it. The man who regulates his emotional state regulates the entire dynamic. Her outburst becomes your power tool. 10. She's unusually silent around you. Silence isn't rejection, it's nervous system overload. When a woman is deeply aroused or destabilized by a man's presence, she often goes quiet, not because she's bored, but because she's processing. Most men try to fill the silence. Don't. Hold it. Own it. Your comfort in that tension signals one thing: control. And control magnetizes feminine surrender. If you're done reacting and ready to lead, subscribe now.